Hey guys, in today's video I'm going to be reviewing a dual gauge pod that I recently bought off of Etsy from a company called I Do 3D Prints. Now that's a kind of a giveaway. The dual gauge pod is 3D printed. So I'm going to talk about the good things about it, the bad things about it, and just my overall impression about the dual gauge pod itself. So this is the dual gauge pod, or the defroster vent gauge pod that I purchased from I Do 3D Prints. Now, overall, I think it's a really cool piece, but it does have a couple flaws that I will point out shortly. But basically, this gauge pod sits in the defroster vent above the driver's side vent on the left-hand side of the dash. And from my understanding, it really didn't come with instructions, but it's pretty self-explanatory. There's a clip in here that sits against the vent, like the vent slits. You take this double-sided tape off, or you take the film off the other side so it sticks in. And then also you get a zip tie. And as you can see in here, there's two slits, kind of. So I'm assuming that you put the zip tie through one of the vents, the little slits in the vent. You slide the zip tie up and through, and then back down. It's a little hard right now. It's goofy. And then that'll help secure it. So good. It's really unique. The placement is actually really good. Like, it's in a perfect field of view, so you're not like distracted when you're driving, or like you don't have to like glance away from the road for too long. It's like right there within your field of view, so you can quickly glance. I'm going to be using these two pods specifically for my boost and AFR, and then my oil pressure, oil temp, and all the other gauges are going to be located in the center console. So this specific option is the gauge polished. So what that means is it has this kind of shiny or glossy look to it. If you bought the pod itself without any options or anything like that, or without the polishing option, it would just come as like a matte 3D print. So that wasn't really desirable for me, so I went with that. He also has another option where you can do a fast track process. So that means basically that he'll bump your product up in the line to be made first and shipped first. Now, in the pictures that he provided, the finish was a lot better than this, so to say. Like, I can kind of see where the product was made. I'm gonna try to zoom in, but you can kind of see an idea there, the little oval, so to say, and you can kind of see like the lines. I mean, which isn't super upsetting to me, but if someone's looking for like a really good, like high quality finish, this would be kind of like subpar, especially back here. Now, I don't know if that's just an issue with like his 3D printer. Maybe it wasn't set right or whatever. I'm not a huge, I don't know too much about 3D printing, so I can't talk about that. But overall, I mean, I'm still pretty happy with it. I'm not really, it's more for function for me than for looks. Actually, in the long term, I'm actually planning on getting this flocked or flocking it myself. So you're not even going to be able to see any of the blemishes here, so to say. So that kind of doesn't matter to me. And then another thing is kind of the price point. So the beginning, so just for the gauge itself, it's $53.99. And then if you want to add this polish that he does, that's $10. And then to get it fast tracked or made first and shipped first, that's another $5. Now, I don't necessarily know what the costs are associated with 3D printing of materials and time and electricity and all that other stuff. But after I purchased this, I mean, it came out to be, you know, $63 or $67, and I think plus shipping. I don't remember exactly, so maybe it was $70 for this um, gauge pod. I mean, it's pretty unique. You won't find another one, so I guess he's got the market beat on that. But I feel like this would be a product, especially with this quality. If it was flawless, like if it was perfect without having any of these ridges or minor imperfections, I could see paying that amount. But with how it came, that's like the only reason why I'm upset, so to say. I mean, I'm still gonna run it. I don't really care, you know. I'll mount it and everything like that. And I mean, I'm speaking highly of it. You know, it's a really unique design, and you know, 3D printing is really hard. So you know, my hat's off to him. I couldn't do this. You know, I couldn't even design this, let alone, you know, make sure that it printed right. Anyways, so overall, I really do like this gauge. I actually don't have any gauges with me to fit in, but they're just 52 millimeters, so they'll fit. What is it, 2.5-inch gauges, I think. So like AEM gauges and Duffy and all the other ones, they should be all pretty universal. It'll fit inside of there. I don't think you can see, but so this hole basically goes up to the back of this gauge. Let's see if I can maybe shine a light. Oh, there we go. So you can see there's the hole back there, and there's a hole in that back corner as well. So when you feed the wires through, it's not going to be exposed. It's all going to be hidden and tucked in neat. So that's pretty cool too as well. So overall, really happy with the purchase. Can't wait to put it in the Evo once I get all the wiring sorted with all the gauges and the dash wiring. And I will be posting the link to the website. I mean, you have it right here. It's ido3dprints.com. But I'll also post the Etsy link for the product down in the description. And yeah, I hope you guys like this video. I hope you guys I mean, if you guys are interested, I mean, by all means, go check out his website and purchase it. I think the wait time wasn't even that long. I think from purchase to receiving was maybe a week. So pretty quick. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed.